Miguel Cabrera making history earlier this week, and that is where we start the Rizzo Report. And I'm certain that if Miguel Cabrera was not named Player of the Week in the American League, that there might have been a revolution and it would have been warranted. But Chevrolet and Major League Baseball doing the right thing, crowning Miggy a co-Player of the Week in the American League. Not only was it Miguel Cabrera, but it was also Ty France. What did Miguel Cabrera do? Oh, not much. Just get career hit number 3,000, becoming the 33rd player to reach that mark. He did it on Saturday. He's the 7th player with 3,000 hits, 500 home runs. He now has 3,002 hits and 502 home runs. For the week, he hit 389. That's 7 for 18. And how about this guy, Ty France, hitting 500 while hitting 3 home runs, 10 ribbies this week. France is not just a one-week wonder, you guys. He's leading the majors with a .331 average since the 2021 All-Star break. That's at a minimum of 250 plate appearances. Not bad for Ty France. By the way, he was on High Heat talking about just staying with his approach, sticking with his approach. So we're going to go ahead and take full advantage and full credit for Ty France. In the National League, Cody Bellinger, maybe an early bet for comeback player of the year. He hit 3 home runs, 7 RBI during the week to win it in the National League. He has 6 extra base hits and .870 slugging in that time. Bellinger had a 2 home run game in the Dodgers' 10-2 win over the Padres on Sunday. Maybe the shoulder has fully healed. Maybe he's out of his own head, out of his own way, whatever it is. Cody Bellinger is back on the right track. So congratulations to all 3, Miguel Cabrera, Ty France, and Cody Bellinger, on being named Players of the Week. Eddie Rosario, you might be wondering what is going on with him and the Atlanta Braves. Well, here is perhaps a reason as to why he is just hitting .068 since the start of the season. He will now have to have a laser procedure on his eyes in the next few days. The initial estimate is he could miss 8 to 12 weeks. You can take a look at the numbers between the 2021 National League Championship Series as well as the World Series, in which he performed incredibly well in those 2 series, to what he's doing so far, or what he's not doing rather, in 2022. Perhaps the fact that he has to have eye surgery paints a clearer picture, both literally and figuratively, about why he is having such a struggle at the plate. He's also made 3 errors in 12 games in right field this year. Some good news for the Braves, though. Ronald Acuna Jr. was already projected to return on May 6th, but perhaps they have to have him back a little bit earlier because of the absence of Eddie Rosario. Of course, they do need to be careful and not rush Acuna back too soon. All right, Walker Buehler throwing the first complete game of 2022. Now, it's his first career shutout. It's his 3rd career complete game. He was absolutely brilliant yesterday against the Arizona Diamondbacks. In fact, when he returned to the Dodgers dugout after the 8th inning, he told Dave Roberts, "I'm not coming out of this game." He basically smelled some smelling salts, he pounded some water, and he went right back out there for the 9th. Dave Roberts said, "I know Walker pretty well. He deserved the 9th. He earned it." He retired 15 straight batters before David Peralta singled with 2 outs in the 9th. Now, here's a little bit of a difference, though, between Walker Buehler's complete game and Dave Roberts letting him go back out there, and Clayton Kershaw perfect through 7, and Clayton Kershaw coming out of the game. Walker was making his 4th start of the season. Clayton, that was his season debut. Buehler had already had starts of 98 pitches and 79 in his previous outings, and Buehler hadn't missed last year's postseason with forearm discomfort. So, Chris, I can completely understand why Walker Buehler was allowed to go the distance. 108 pitches, was not going to let anyone else out of that bullpen throw the 9th inning. I know you're saying Kershaw in that moment didn't have the competitive fire. I vehemently disagree with you. But congratulations to Walker Buehler on that complete game shutout. And they're 2 completely different scenarios. And I do understand your perspective as well, even though I still think I'm right.
Well, the competitive fire is a little, I don't know if I quite use that. My point is the historical knowledge that a perfect game is on the table. And if you're Clayton Kershaw, you can't let that go. As simple as that. And here's what you do know. The idea that Dave Roberts is the guy that takes the hit for Kershaw is a bunch of nonsense. Because if Kershaw told Dave Roberts, "Dave, I got a perfect game. I'm my mid-30s. I'm not going to be around forever. There's 20-something in the history of the sport. I want batter by batter here. Give me the ball. Dave Roberts is going to give him the ball. So the idea that Dave Roberts is going to tell Kershaw that he can't perform, he's a Hall of Fame pitcher. So he's not going to do that. And that proved it last night because he didn't even stop Buehler from going out there to pitch the ninth inning in a game that they were winning 4-0. And Arizona's terrible. They can't hit themselves out of a paper bag. And so he let him go out there and hit and let him go out there and pitch. So this is a Kershaw call there. That's so long ago. You want to keep on going there. I love you.
No, we're
Buehler,
good.
though, you know
We're
how much
good.
I love Buehler. You know how much I love Buehler. 200 innings is a big deal. I'm a big Buehler fan, and he can pitch for my team any day of the week. Good job with that.